I'm actually making, if you read my, the heading, you'll know that I'm making a banana pudding. I'm actually going to finish seasoning my wings so I can finish the banana pudding. I've already cracked and separated my egg white from my egg yolk on for my banana pudding because I make old fashioned banana pudding where my icing on the top of the banana pudding is going to be egg white beat to, come on back over here. Once I get the egg white beat to the point where it is now, I actually put the sugar in then. Maybe a little bit more than a cup of sugar is what white sweetens the icing. Any type of sugar, good old fashioned Walmart here. So I don't put the sugar in until after the egg white is beat to a consistency like you see. Put the sugar in too quick, the egg white is not going to stiffen up. See that? So it's at the point now where I can stiffen it, where I can go ahead and sweeten it. Okay, 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar should be enough. Then you put your vanilla flavoring. I use Watkins, it's more affordable. Plus, you get much more for your money than you do with McCormick. Maybe half a tablespoon or a teaspoon of vanilla flavoring to the icing. I will also go ahead and put a tablespoon of it into the egg, the yolk. The yolk is actually going to be my filling. I know that you do, good morning, if I'm saying your name wrong. I see a T somewhere, but good morning. Thanks for joining. I'm actually making a banana pudding and baking those other half of chicken wings that I didn't finish the other day. So I don't like instant banana pudding. So I make my own filling to pour over the cookies and bananas once I get that together. And I'm actually, forgive me for the noise, but I almost finished the topping. The topping is the white from the egg. I'll turn this off in just a minute. I had just about ready before I turn on the light. You wouldn't have to look at all that noise. So this has to be real stiff. And the only thing to do is put this, I'll show you. I like the old fashioned banana pudding. I don't like that banana pudding where it's instant. You put it in the refrigerator and all that. So see, that's the topping that's going to go on the banana pudding. And when it get to the point you can hold it upside down like that and it won't come out of the bowl, then you know it's whipped to perfection. That's your whipped topping. Not the Cool Whip that you use with the Tibillus. Yes. Thank you, Tony. Like I said, I'm making banana pudding. And this is pretty much, the topping is pretty much done. So I'll set this in the refrigerator so I won't have to go back and whip it again. banana puddings are very easy to make. But again, like I said, I don't like the instant pudding that most people make. I prefer homemade banana pudding. That's just my preference. Okay, so I'm going to finish seasoning my chicken wings so I can get them out of the way. So again, my icing is ready. But I have to put the banana pudding together. So hang on, guys. If you can't stay on the whole time, just come back after the live goes off so you can see how to make one of the best banana puddings that you can ever make. At least it's the way I like them. Okay, so I'm going to finish seasoning my chicken wings. You'll notice that I cooked chicken wings the other day. This is onion powder. It's depending on how much seasoning you like to go on your, and then garlic powder. Oh gosh, I haven't even opened this. And things like this just hold me up. Sometimes some of these things, when you buy them, they don't usually even have the little paper on them, but that's good that they do. This is garlic powder. I don't like a lot of garlic in my food. So I pulled the top off. I don't know where the heck it went. But it's probably right in front of my little blind eyes. But I don't have time to look for it. So just a little garlic. Garlic salt. I don't need garlic powder and garlic salt. This is lemon pepper. I didn't put it in the last batch of chicken wings that I made. But I do like lemon pepper. Lemon pepper. And I'm going to go on both sides. And I love poultry seasoning. Lust. Where's my water? This seasoning is so strong, it's got me coughing, guys. Okay, so I'm going to put a little black pepper on here. Again, this is the chicken. I'm just going to bake some chicken. The other half of the chicken that I didn't bake the other day. Flip it over and put my seasonings on both sides. I've already washed the chicken. Yeah, I hear lots of people saying they don't wash chicken. But I prefer washing my chicken. Go ahead with the black pepper first. And the poultry seasoning. I cooked some the other day. I wish I had cooked it all. So I decided for supper today I'll have some more. It was delicious. Some more garlic. What I did at the top that goes to that. But anyway, more garlic powder. Just putting the same thing that I've already put on. I'm just putting it on the back side of the wings. And a little bit more lemon pepper. Once these finish baking, I put a can of chicken. There it is. And I'm just going to throw those in the oven so I can get to the banana pudding. So hold on. If you can't stay on, just come back later and watch the banana pudding preparation. But I'm about to do that now. Thank you guys for joining. You guys ready for Christmas? I'm just going to cover this up. Put it in the oven on 350. And let that cook the juice out. I didn't put any water in it because I want that fresh broth from it. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, these are the egg yolks. This is going to be the filling to my banana pudding. And I just use any kind of cookies. You see, good old faithful Walmart. Put the cookies in the bottom first, and I'm sure everybody knows how to do that. You know, you just put however many cookies you want to put in the bottom. I don't make them pretty. I just put them in there. Let me see if I can lower you so you can see me. You may see me, you may not. I'll show it to you. It just seemed like that. What about sitting it on the box? You see it? It's banana pudding. Then I have to cut the bananas over top of the cookies. That's something I could have already done, make video shorter. But like I said, if you can't stay on the whole time, just come back and look at it. And please like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't, and share the video if you will. There's somebody out there that may want to know how to bake chicken wings and cook old-fashioned banana pudding. Somebody. But this process won't take very long. Okay. Just cut your bananas. The only thing I'm doing, cut the bananas right over top of the cookies. Don't have to be pretty. It's just important that it looks nice when you get done and get ready to put that icing on the top. The bananas preferably can be about like these. See how they begin to turn? Makes the banana pudding taste better. It's a little bit too. Just cut your bananas. And then those over there, they're not ripe as I would like them, but they'll be fine. And then you put the rest of your cookies in there. I didn't think I need to use both bags of cookies, but I see that I am. I was going to wait until Christmas to cook a banana pudding, but I'm ready to eat one now. How many people you think just sit back and wait to Christmas to have what they want to have? You know, tomorrow's not promised to any of us. So, if you want something, go ahead and get it. Go ahead and fix it and eat it. Then if you want more or something different, when a holiday comes, then you can do that as well. Okay, so see, I'm still peeling. Janie McNeil. Yes, it's going to be a homemade banana pudding. The only difference in a homemade banana pudding and a instant banana pudding is that instant banana pudding, they don't do the egg white that you saw me do at the beginning of the video. You know, and they don't cook the egg yolk that I'm about to cook to pour over. That's going to be my filling in the banana pudding. And if you missed that, like I said, just back up in the video once the video goes off live. And I like a lot of bananas and I like a lot of cookies. And you just cut them up however chunky you want them to be. Okay. And the riper the banana, the better your banana pudding. But these are my last ripe bananas. Very ripe. So I'm going to get just a little bit more of the ones that you see sitting in the back there. Well, they're not as ripe, but they're ripe enough. Okay. And I do like a lot of cookies and all that good stuff. I could have already went and cooked my filling. Most people just use this for filling. I'm going to use this, but I'm also going to use my egg yolk and a little bit of milk that I'm going to cook in that saucepan in just a bit. And it's just warmed up, sweetened, and my vanilla flavoring is already in there. But that's really all that you do. You know, it's not one of those puddings that you just put in the refrigerator. And most of the pudding, like when I go out to eat dinner somewhere, they just have this on top of the bananas and it's in the freezer and it's really not good. So this way, these bananas, I just bought these yesterday, but so they're not as ripe as I would like for them to be. But I'm going to use them. Use 2 of these. They could stand to get a little bit more ripe, but they'll be okay. And you cut your potato. You tell I'm used to peeling potato. Banana up as small as you want them. So far, it looks like I used 7 bananas. You guys ready for Christmas? It's a lot of people. I went out. I like to just go out and get in the crowd. I don't do a lot of shopping for Christmas because, like I was saying, the things that I want, I get it year round. If you got children, though, I completely understand. See, it's about 8 bananas. Okay, just to be on the safe side, since I'm going to be using a little bit more cookies than I really expected to use, I'm going to cut up 1 more banana. Okay, so after you cut all your bananas, there's plenty of bananas. So I would say I got a total of possibly 9. I may only have 8 bananas in here. And then you want your cookies. See, there it is. It's ready. The only thing, come on back here. Sorry about this thing twisting and going crazy. But these last cookies I actually put all of these on the top. So I've used 2 boxes of vanilla wafers, so that I can have enough wafers and enough bananas. Then I go through after I pour them on there and straighten them up, because it does matter how the top looks. Because I'm going to come back on the top with my icing that you saw me beat up at the beginning, which is egg white. The last banana pudding I cooked, it was so good. I've just been wanting one really bad. Tried to wait until Christmas to cook this one, but I want it bad, like right now. Okay. So there are all the cookies. The icing that you saw is going to go on the top. But before I put the, look at that. Before I put the icing on the top, I've got to put my filling, I get my filling ready. And what goes in my filling, I still use this, but I actually cook this. I don't do the instant thing with it. I didn't used to, I don't normally use it, but it helped as far as making sure you got enough sugar in it. That's the only reason that I would use it. So you could actually use the Walmart brand, any brand. You don't have to have Jell-O. But I just happen to have this. So I'm going to take this pudding. I'll move this out of the way. Move this out of the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my instant pudding in here with a little bit of milk. Just a little bit of milk. And you make sure this milk is not too old to use it. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, just a little bit of milk, and I count. The egg white is my icing. So that's egg yolk, and that's actually 4 egg yolks. I guess people make instant banana pudding because you don't have to do all this work. But I'm going to tell you, it is worth every drop of work to make your own banana, to make a homemade banana pudding. And I can't stress enough that if you can't just sit on the live, just come back later, after it's off live, and take a peek. Take a peek at what it looks like, because I have to run the video until I actually brown the icing till it's actually ready. So I understand you may not be able to sit and wait that long, but just remember to come back. I'll be making some peanut butter balls at some point during this holiday season. So if you guys, they're easy to make. I would say they're a little messy to make, but they're easy to make. So I'm just going to heat this a little bit and pour it over those cookies and bananas. This is what makes it your homemade banana pudding. When you actually make your your filling and your icing. It's not like just getting Cool Whip out of the box, you know, out of the container and slapping it on your banana pudding. Or just mixing that vanilla instant pudding and just using that for the filling. That's not good enough. You still need those eggs. It's good enough if that's what you like. But when you want an old-fashioned banana pudding, this is what it takes. So it's just gonna heat up. Don't need to really do any cooking. Just heat up a little bit. And I pretty much eyeball everything, where you can be able to tell if it's loose enough, thick enough, because I need to be able to pour it through those cookies. And then I like to taste it to make sure it has enough, vanilla flavoring. Enough sugar, most likely it will because of the pudding, but I'm going to taste it to make sure. Here's that top that I lost. This is all the seasoning that you saw me put on my the chicken wings. Then I don't remember where it is. That is more than enough. I don't want the banana pudding to have a tendency to get too soupy. You don't want it to get too soupy, so you don't need a lot of milk. Yeah, your son loved banana pudding, Janelle. Yeah, getting ready for Christmas. Yes, yes. And you can't beat it. If you ever eat it homemade, you won't want it. You won't want to eat it any other way. Whenever you make it this way. So, you could use a wooden spoon to do this. This is the egg yolk and that little bit of vanilla instant pudding. That's really what's gonna bring the banana and the cookies together. And I'm gonna tell you, it is a treat. This is where I had my eggs. Just put a little bit more milk that I had poured on the eggs. Because it don't need to be too slack. But this is pretty, almost the way I want it. Let it cook just a little more. I need to take a spoon and taste it and make sure. Because that's the key. Those eggs, that milk, and the sugar, I mean, it has to be sweet enough. I mean, the cookies are gonna make it sweet, so you don't want it too sweet. So when your filling is seasoned right, when that filling is right, the filling, F-I-L-L-I-N-G, you know that banana pudding is going to be the bomb. And I just love this Watkins, even the imitation Watkins vanilla flavor. It is delicious. You don't have to use a lot of it. And anybody that buys vanilla flavor knows that it's real expensive. But this is very reasonable compared to McCormick. And this is the imitation one right here. But I also have the pure one. But for banana pudding, because it already have vanilla wafers and cookies and vanilla instant pudding, you don't need a lot of this. Like this one says pure vanilla extract on this one. I haven't used this one yet, but I prefer using this in a cake. And that's my little stand that's twisting some everywhere, guys. So that is the imitation, which is $3, about $3.50 cheaper than this one. But they both taste the same. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to turn this off because, you know, if you don't watch it, it'll stick and it'll burn. And I see that it was trying to stick on me. You see that? It was trying to stick. So what I'm going to do now goes to show you how easy it is to make banana pudding. I'm going to pour measurements, but if you find yourself needing exact measurements, just put it in the comments later or when this live ends, so you can access the video again, whatever you need to know. And like I said, please recommend my channel to your friends and your family. Like and comment, you know, if you will. But this filling is ready. So I'm going to taste it again. It's more than sweet enough. So here's the banana pudding. And I'm going to pour the filling over the banana pudding now. This is what really makes the banana pudding. It gives it the taste. Without it, it wouldn't be the same. And see, those eggs will try to cook if you leave them on the stove too long. See a little bit of brown that I'm taking out of it. You see? You see? I'm just pouring this. It's important that you pour this filling all the way through the pudding, because this is what makes it moist and what flavors it. Okay. See that? And I usually check and make sure that I'm not really getting too much juice down in there, because it can be, the banana pudding can get soggy if you do too much. But you don't want it dry. Okay, so here's the banana pudding with all of that sauce, what you want to call it, all that goodness poured through it, and it's still seeping through. So I'm going to get my icing that you saw me beat up. Once this ice is brown, this banana pudding will be ready. And again, if you can't stay here to see it get brown, because I gotta watch it, because banana pudding will burn right up. It'll burn up right before your eyes. This stuff here, it's easy to burn, but it's important that it goes in the oven now. Okay, so see that icing? When that icing does that, and this is nothing but egg white. That's all it is. When you can do that and it don't fall out of the bowl, that's magic, isn't it? That lets you know that it's right. So then you just pour it on top of your banana pudding. All of it. Depending on how big your banana pudding is going to be, depends on how many eggs you crack. I used 4 eggs, so all of this egg white came from 4 eggs. All of that good whipped topping. I apologize for my phone stand. It's going crazy, want to turn whichever way it wants to turn. Once you put it in the oven, I would say don't take any more than 10 minutes, if that long, and this icing is going to be brown. Just bear in mind that the banana pudding is already done, you know, the bananas and cookies. You just want all of that to get some heat to it, all of it intertwined together and all that goodness. Try to get all of my icing out. You know, I watch people's channels, and when I see them throw away so much stuff because they don't want to scrape the bowl, I be wanting to go through the phone and say, get that out of there. I don't waste anything if I can help it. You see that? I just have to get it out. And you just smooth it on top of your banana pudding. And then this just goes on the middle rack. You let it sit for a little while. You may have to turn it on broil after the heat needs to get to the filling and all that you saw me put on there. So there it is. See that? And the only thing it has to do now, whereas with the instant pudding, they would take it and put it in the refrigerator with Cool Whip on it. I don't like that way. I'll eat it, but when I want a genuine banana pudding, this is what I do. Okay? So I'm going to put it in the oven on the middle rack. Just set it right there. And it'll get nice and brown for you. While that's going, I will wash these dishes. Like I said, if you guys need to leave, just come back when the video ends and you can see the finished. You'll be able to even see the chicken wings later if you can't just sit online. I completely understand. You can come back and look at it. Remember to put a little comment on there or something, or you can just hit like. Subscribe if you haven't. Even if you just say yum, a 3-letter word, you know, it helps if you say something. It's helpful for you to be just getting your view. So know that I'm appreciative of that as well. really hard to cook without having some dishwater already made. I'm trying to wash dishes as I go. Okay. See you guys hanging on. Thank you for hanging on. It won't be much longer. Yes, Janie, I did use the banana pudding. You're talking about the instant pudding. I did use a small instant pudding along with the egg yolk, and that's what you saw me cooking in that little saucepan. I added milk. I used that little instant pudding. I really don't need to, being that the only thing that I needed was the milk and the egg yolk. You don't need the instant pudding, but I used that to kind of cut down on using a lot of extra sugar. You know, but as for just using the instant pudding with milk, the way people use it to make the instant pudding, you know, I kind of avoid that route, because then it's going to give it that instant taste. And you know, with an instant pudding, you don't put it in the oven. The purpose of going in the oven is to heat up the filling and to get the egg white on the top, to get it brown, because that's not Cool Whip. You know, I actually blended that, if you have to go back and look at that. Hi, Las Torgas. If I said your name wrong, forgive me. And Ariella. Janie. So Janie, your son loves banana pudding. He likes the instant banana pudding, or he just like any kind of banana. Because I'll eat the instant banana pudding, but I prefer the homemade. So just a little bit more. It won't take long because it doesn't need a lot of, doesn't take long at all, because that egg white browns really quick. And I have turned it on like broil. I hate to turn it on broil because it's so easy to burn it up, you know, so that I could take it out. But it needs that a little time to stay in here, stay in the oven, so that that filling can cook as well. Okay. So I'm going to cook it, turn it up just a little bit. You have to be careful though, because the egg white will burn up. Because it's going to look pretty much like it looked when I poured the egg white on the top. It's just not going to be brown. The only thing that you're going to see is that it's going to brown. See that what it looks like. And then as for the chicken wings, some of you may have been online to see the other chicken wings that I cooked. I just wanted you guys to see me season those again. I did have someone to ask what did I put on the chicken wings last week. So again, if you can't wait for the wings to come out, because I got another step with the chicken wings, just wait till the light go off and come back and back it up and look at it. because I'm going to be mixing, as a matter of fact, while I'm waiting for the banana pudding to get right, I can go ahead and mix up the cream of chicken. Cream of chicken that's going to go over my chicken wings. I can go ahead and get that ready. Wow, I got a lot of dishes in here. It's dry, but you got to take it out. I think I said hi, Los Tacos. And you all forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. You have some nice names. Those letters, I can't quite put them in place. Okay, so. Here's the cream of chicken. And they got the pop top, so that's good. You hear the oven beeping because I turned it up a notch. Okay, so this sauce pot that I have here that I fixed the filling, I'm gonna use the same sauce pot to get this cream of chicken ready to go over the chicken. So it feels like it's been at least 7 minutes since I put the banana pudding in, so I'm going to go ahead and concentrate on browning it. And it's already browning. Awesome. So I'll be pulling it out in a minute, so hold on. Like I said, the chicken is going to take a little longer, so just come back and look at more of the video later. But you see how quick you can make a banana pudding? You can make it really quick. Just peel those bananas and lay those cookies in that pan. And that's pretty much it. So I'm using 2 cans of this because the sauce was so good, and I probably fixed me some rice again. The sauce was good and it was a little skimpy the last time. You see, I get everything out of the can. Everything out of the bowl and out of the can. I'll even pour the broth from the chicken in the can and shake it up and pour that in there. So I'll be getting it all. Okay. So that bread, this banana pudding, you see how quick it gets ready? And I didn't have to even turn it on broil. Usually when I turn it on broil, I burn it up anyway. Let's give it another minute. Because it will burn up on you. Yes, it will. It'll burn up. And that filling that I poured over it, it needs just a little bit of heat. And then when that blanket of icing, you know, the blanket of icing is covering it, and it kind of like cooks the cookies and the bananas all together. That's what gives it that delicious flavor. So I'm not gonna keep playing around with it. I'm about to take it out. So it may have been 10 minutes or maybe 9.5. Let me make sure I got a good grip on it. My wings, y'all come back and look at that if you have to leave. So here it is. See that? Now you know that's good, right? Look at that. And I probably will just take some single shots from the video once the YouTube clears the video, and I'll put some up there with me eating it, you know, with me digging into it so you can see how delicious it looks once you cut into it. Yeah, I'm certain that it's good as it looks. Yeah, doesn't that look good? So it's important to just let it sit and cool. It's not a good idea to dig into it when it's real hot. But I'll put a little short video together, and you come back and check that short video out. You'll see it. I'll name it something like, "Now Let's Eat the Banana Pudding." That'll be the title. Okay? All right? Like I said, feel free to sit there as long as you want to. Because now I gotta finish my chicken. So, yep, it is ready. So, let me see how much juice is in the chicken, because I need to use the juice from the chicken to finish making this sauce here that's gonna go over the chicken. Yeah. Let me make sure I get I want to get a thumbnail right quick, so I'm going to hold it there like I'm taking a picture with it. There you go. Okay, so this one. Lord have mercy. I ain't even got no broth in here. Lord, these burn up. Chicken wings being a little stingy with the broth. So it's more than one way to skin a cat. I did have it on that bottom eye. So it looks like it did absorb my juice. Turning them over. You know, it's hard to get chicken wings to stay folded. Anybody know how to keep them folded? You know, once they start cooking, they just open right back up. But that's okay. I'll let you see how far they've come. I would say from the way they look, it's probably going to be another 30 minutes. So you can come back and look at them later if you want. After the video ends. Because once I put the salt, the next thing I'm going to do after they cook a little bit more, I'm going to pour the sauce on them. Cream of chicken, and then I'm going to let them brown. Oh, it's quite a few steps left for me to do that with those. So you see, I told you I get everything out of the can. So I thought I was going to have some, I thought I was going to have a little bit of broth from the chicken. But because I had it on the bottom, it just went ahead and sucked up all my broth. I even get the excess off of the lid. How many of y'all do that? The excess on the lid. That fall right in that can. What did y'all cook today? What did you cook today? Go and look at that video when you get a chance if you haven't looked at it. Actually, my husband made some biscuits. He actually made breakfast and made some delicious biscuits. Y'all, I think it's titled Homemade Buttermilk Biscuits and Breakfast or something. But it was the one that was posted yesterday. Take a look at that and you'll hear me singing. You'll hear me singing it towards the end of the video. Y'all want me to sing you a Christmas song? While you waiting on that chicken, I see y'all still there. Who wants to hear me sing a Christmas song? You, Janelle. I didn't know for sure if they allowed me to sing a Christmas song. Because at first it didn't look like the little video was getting any views, but it did get a few. Last time I looked, it did have 12. But, and that's because when I videoed it on private. So you guys probably didn't get to see it if you haven't just went to the channel on your own. I try to keep this thing from following me. Look, if I go way by the refrigerator, it'll turn the head all the way around here. So I had to trick it. Yeah, but for now, it didn't take long at all. I tried to trick the video, y'all, I'm sure you heard me. The stand that holds the camera, it turns and just follows me all over the house. Yeah. All right. So y'all really want to hear me sing a Christmas song? I've forgotten the song. What about 2 lines? What was that song? Sleigh Bells. Sleigh Bells, I don't know what the name of the song is. The Sleigh Bells Ring. Y'all know how to sing that? It would be nice if I could hear y'all sing. I don't see anybody else come online. So, but some of them probably do like I do, just pass on through and keep it moving. All right. Y'all just remember to just come back and look at that chicken if you can't keep hanging on. But I see it looks like you're still out there. Janelle and Ariella, I see a couple of Las Tacas. I see y'all. But so sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? If you're still there listening, give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Either one of them work is a reaction. All right, it's popping, popping, popping. Okay. You know, the only thing about when I'm videoing this in my camera, I could stop and start, but and come back when the food get done. I like being able to do that, but when I'm on this live, I can't do that. I don't control the live. Once I turn the live off, that's it. I wish there was a way I could control the live, and then people don't have to just hang out there waiting. But best thing to do is just look at it and come back when you see that red button go off, and you can back it up wherever you want to back it up at. But when I do, I don't put a lot of videos in my phone now because it uses up most of my data. But it is really best to be able to record it in your camera than to go live on whether it's Facebook or YouTube or TikTok. I haven't went live on TikTok yet. But it's best to get it in your camera because that way I can save it. I can share it with all the platforms. But this way, of course, I can share YouTube per se, and they'll see that I have this video. I can share the link to Facebook. And then those who do have a Facebook can click on the link once it's on Facebook, and then they can see the video on YouTube. But that would be the only way they could see it. But it's no excuse if they want to see it. If my Facebook friends want to see the video, they know that I have a YouTube channel. So if they want to look at it, they know the YouTube channel. I always share what I can share. And if they wanted to look at my videos, they definitely would. Most of them don't. Some of them do. Pretty much those that I don't know, the new people, and those that I'm not familiar with. They're pretty good about trying to support me, and I appreciate it. Just like you guys. I appreciate you. I finally got 100 people. Look, I guess a lot of people say, oh, that's all she got. I have a fairly new channel. I've had the channel ever since 2017, but I only used it to look at other people's videos. So now I still look at other people's videos because I enjoy looking at them. I enjoy supporting people out there just trying to make it. And now I just figured, well, let me try posting some information. Sometimes you may catch me reading scripture. That's mostly on Thursday. You may see a video where I may share a few scriptures, share a few things about life, share some information about real estate, and maybe just be funny a little bit. On Christmas Eve, or maybe before Christmas Eve, I'm going to put on my little Christmas outfit that I got while I maybe fix me a snack or something, just to help bring in the cheer and give somebody a smile and give somebody a reason to smile. Okay? And you guys, if you got channels, I try to go and look and see if you have channels so I can support your channels as well. But if you do have a channel that you're using for more than just looking at videos, let me know in the comments so I can go and subscribe to your channel. I mean, it's only fair. So just let me know. If you're thinking about starting a channel, just let me know and I'll subscribe to your channel. Support you. Sit down and look at your videos. Yeah, this chicken, I don't want to eat any raw chicken, so I try to make sure it's done. Yeah, these videos can be so long when you're cooking through the entire video. Now, some of them I'll make them short. I'll be already cooking my food, whatever I'm cook, and then I just get a quick snip here and there. But some people like to see, I had people come back and say, well, I didn't see how you did that. You know, because I'll be trying to make the video short, but it's impossible to cook an entire meal and make the video short. Now, I can take little snippets like I did my husband's yesterday, that video he was on, and that snippet did a lot better than the whole video, because people don't want to just sit and look at a, you know, spend their time looking at a video all day, and that's understandable. But the next video I make, I probably won't do it, you know, I'll just do a little here and a little there. I may put it together in my phone and just put a little bit, just post a little bit, but I just don't get many views when I do that. But I will still do that sometimes too, for the sake of time. But anyway, being that you can go to the other video where I bake the chicken wings and look at the finished look, I'm going to show you these chicken wings one more time, and I'm going to go ahead and end this live because it's been a little bit over an hour already. So I'm going to let you look at it, pull up my old video where it says baked chicken wings and rice. Look at that and look at the end of it, and you can see what the chicken wings are going to look like. So I have to find, you know, I do my best to try to find ways to make the videos faster. See? There they are, and they're just not brown. They need to cook a little bit more. I'm going to pour the sauce over them, and they're going to be brown when they finish. But that's pretty much it. The only thing you're going to see is I'll put the dish together, and I'll do little snippets of that to put whatever I'm going to eat with them together, and take a picture and put that on there as well. Okay? And thank you guys for your time, for taking the time and staying here with me. And have a great rest of your Tuesday.